Welcome back to the Cable Data Center Challenge. It's Friday evening, December 11th. This is time for my Friday update to my Sweden report. So let's go and run this report and see exactly what we got on in Sweden right now. So let's load our libraries. That's data. Data. Wonder which one I was still on. Okay, let's come back over here. That's SQLite. Let's get rid of this. Let's just go back to the original one since this. Let's do this from CDC. So let's do this. Once again, let's open up this one here. ECDC, countries, countries. Let's see, reported, 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 reported cases and deaths. Let's do this. Let's change this also to cases. Reported, cases, cases. Where is, so that works. See how this looks. Okay, the trouble is I switched databases. I switched it too soon. Okay, here we go. So this is right so far. So we're looking at the daily Sweden's daily cases. You can see the daily cases are climbing up here pretty regularly. Uh, you had some days between 6,000 and 7,000 cases in a day. It's good deaths. Okay, this is a 7-day moving average of cases. It's showing a slight decrease here. All that could just be a daily fluctuation. Let's try this. Okay. Daily rates, average. Where's daily cases? COVID-19 cases. Okay, so this is Sweden's daily cases and the 7-day moving average of cases. Nothing really radical here. Okay, so this is daily death. Let's see how this works. Okay, daily deaths. You can see we are starting to see a decline in deaths in Sweden, which is very good news. You can see the slight decline up here also. What about mortality rate? Well, the mortality rate didn't work out so well, did it? Let's see something here. Do we actually have any numbers here? Why is the rate? Okay, why is mortality rate not working? Because it's cases divided by deaths divided by cases. Okay, now let's try this. Okay, here we go. So now you can see that the average daily mortality rate is about 5%, 4.55%. What I want you to notice now is how many days since October when your mortality rate in Sweden, the daily rate, has been below average. That's very good news. So let's go ahead and come and see how this works here. Breaks month, reported break. Oh, date. Let's try this now. Let's see how this works. Okay, let's try it. That works. Let's try plotting these two numbers here now. Okay, very good. Now we can look at the weekly number for cases. Well, basically what we can see here is that the numbers aren't particularly good in cases, all right? You began climbing back here September, maybe sometime in September to continue to climb. But basically, the current week with 1 day to go may finish below last week, which is good. What about deaths? We could see deaths declined last week. And the deaths for this spike are much lower than this one over here. I think that's something worth noting. Okay? What about monthly cases and deaths? Here. Okay, Sweden, here you go. November was certainly your worst month for cases so far. Unfortunately, November has already passed everything prior to November, so that's not particularly good for cases. Deaths, if you look for some positive, you could say, well, the deaths so far have been less than these two numbers here. We still have a couple weeks to go, right? We still have 3 weeks to go. So it's hard to say. It's all right. Right now, November's cases are in third place for the third most. Here's December, so 2 weeks to go. There's a pretty good shot you may finish below November's numbers also. So what's the news overall for Sweden? Let's just run the whole report from the top and just make sure we didn't miss anything. Okay. Well, unfortunately, cases are climbing. Although cases do show, if you look at the moving average, they do appear to show for a 7-day moving average for cases. They are showing a little decline right here. Okay? But that could just be a daily anomaly. But if we look at deaths, you can see deaths are definitely declining. They've been declining since about November, maybe, or the first week of December. You can see that slight decline. Oh, wait a minute there. That's not right. Deaths. Something doesn't look right here. Oh, look at this. I just had the same. I didn't. Okay. Let's run this again then. Now let's run this. Take a look at cases. Is there actually, well, this decliner could be nothing more than just a reflect this drop right over here, okay? Let's try to look at deaths now. Okay. Now you can clearly see the decline in deaths, and that's incredibly good news to see this decline in deaths. See this decline in deaths right here, by. That's very good news. Mortality rates, average mortality rate again. Look at all the days when your mortality rate is below zero, below average. Once again, weekly cases, just to make sure if I missed anything. The chance that cases may finish below last week's cases. Deaths you can see declined back here. All right. Okay. So there is some good news. There's definitely some good news. The mortality rate is good news. The fall in the deaths is very good news. All you have to do is wait for the see if these cases are really are declining. So anyway, Sweden, good job with the deaths. Okay, getting them deaths under control. That's a very important thing. Getting deaths under control is more important than the cases. Washington University in the U.S. says the single best measure of a pandemic spread is these numbers right here: daily deaths, not cumulative deaths, not daily cases, not cumulative cases, not hospital beds. Okay. So the question is, how can you have cases increasing but deaths decreasing? So that's very, very, very good news for Sweden. Thanks so much, folks. Thanks so much, Sweden, for joining me this evening. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. Subscribe to the Caribou Data Science channel. Also, don't forget to smash that like button. Okay, don't forget to share this with your friends. Okay, I think to look at support